Imagine being praised for how you look while you're fighting for your life. That was my reality when I had cancer. And years later, I experienced rapid weight loss again after major complications from a surgery. So I scheduled a medical appointment. I went in, stepped on the scale, the nurse looked at the number and said, "Wow, you lost a lot of weight. I would do anything to lose that amount of weight in just 1 week like you." I was devastated because she was celebrating my weight loss. When the week before I had so much energy, I was able to chase after my kids at the park and do challenging workouts. And now I was in so much pain that I could barely walk and I couldn't even cuddle with my young children. That moment has stuck with me over the years because it reflects a bigger issue. So many people, even medical professionals, prioritize weight and weight loss over true health. There are so many myths when it comes to well-being and fitness, and especially if you're over the age of 40, you've probably heard some of these, like ditch the cardio, just focus on strength training. Make sure not to do high-intensity interval training if you're over 40 because it's just too much for your body. But then you read another article that said it's really important to do high-intensity interval training because it's a boost to your metabolism. And I also recently heard someone say, ignore all other types of physical fitness, just focus on stretching. That's going to give you long, lean muscles and you'll be really healthy that way. You know, I'm not here for quick fixes or about false promises. What's the most important when it comes to working out is to move with different types of classes, from strength, mobility to cardio. These are all important. Now, if you're just getting started out, I do think it makes sense to focus on one element of physical fitness. In this way, you can build more consistency and confidence, and then with time, you layer on. Now, if you've been working out for quite some time, a simple way that you can add variety throughout your week is each day focus on one type of physical activity. Say day one, you're going to prioritize strength, and to end the workout, you'll make sure to include some stretches. Many classes that you move with most likely already have this as part of the workout routine. Day two, maybe it's your Pilates day, and that's gonna help with mobility, stretch. It also has body weight exercises, which really complement your strength day. Day three could be all about cardio, but you know you like to bookend it with Pilates. You know, a little 5-minute Pilates warm-up gets you just ready for that cardiovascular workout, and you'll end with a shorter Pilates routine that's slower and focuses on recovery and stretching. In this way, you'll build out your week to have enough variety and also repetition. But you know, workouts aren't about 1 week, 1 month, or even 1 year. I'm gonna use the F word here. They're about forever. And what this has done for me is really taken the pressure off of having to have the perfect workout routine. So if one of my weeks is a little wonky, well, that's okay. I'm gonna get back on track the following week. And I think what doesn't help when it comes to working out is trying to chase an aesthetic. Yet so often when you look at workout videos, this is what they focus on. Like 10-minute Pilates workout for the abs to lose belly fat. These claims are really frustrating because they just aren't true. When it comes to muscles, you can definitely strengthen and stretch certain areas of the body, but you can't spot reduce. So with the workout, focusing on the abs, your ab muscles will get stronger. That's great. But that works differently than muscles do. That when you either gain or lose fat, that will be distributed throughout your entire body and not just focused in one area. Now, definitely where you notice this may be individual to you, depending upon where you carry more weight. I tend to carry more weight in my lower body. And remember when thigh gap used to really be trending, like people would do all sorts of inner thigh exercises with the hope to sculpt their inner thighs? There's been 2 points in my life when this has been my reality, and both of them was when I experienced that rapid weight loss and I was extremely unhealthy. So for me, thigh gap isn't going to be good. I would have to work out to the extreme or have a really restrictive diet, and I'm just not here for that. And I've worked with other clients who they've pretty much always had thigh gap because it's just a structure of their body. So it's by no means saying thigh gap is bad, nor is it good. It's just personal. Instead of focusing on calorie burn, I just focus on a well-rounded workout program, and this has been more motivating for me and people who I've worked with over the years. I've been teaching Pilates for over 20 years, and I still can't believe that so many of these myths are continually being perpetuated. I mean, it is 2025. Aren't we over the physique-based claims, many of which aren't even true? And I feel like there are just so many other benefits to moving your body that's more motivating. Like from a physical perspective, you will get stronger, more mobile and flexible. Also that you feel better in your body, have more energy and stamina. That's pretty amazing in and of itself. Yet there's more benefits that have nothing to do with your physical body. Consistently, workouts can increase mood, concentration, and creativity. So you may want to move with a workout, not because of physical benefits, but you just need a break. When you use this more holistic approach, including what do you have time for, that's when I found that people get more benefits from Pilates. Because so many times, physique and weight aren't going to be reflective of health. Research has shown this for a really long time, and this is something I personally experienced at a very young age. So it was before I had cancer, when I was 19 years old, walking up a flight of stairs with a friend, and by the time we reached the top, I was so out of breath I could barely talk. That was my first wake-up call that I better start working out because I wanted to be able to go upstairs and not get winded. Now at the age of 46, I can do that, and I'm also the heaviest I've ever been, except when I was pregnant. But I'm not worried about my weight. I know that my weight is a result of a lot of factors. I sprained my ankle last summer, and even though I continued teaching classes here for YouTube and within the app, my personal workouts were so much different. Wasn't able to do any cardiovascular workouts for months, and standing exercises more vigorous, especially with weight, Pilates, and strength training. I had to basically cut that out of my workout program. So my well-rounded workout program, while I was in the healing stage, wasn't really well-rounded anymore because I needed time for rest and recovery. In addition to that, I'm in my mid-40s now, and my hormones are different than they were a few years ago, and even last year. I'm okay with that. And because I haven't been consistently working out, well, my Achilles heel came back when it comes to health, and my sleep patterns have been really disrupted. And that also influenced, I haven't been meal prepping quite as much. So all of this came together to influence my body composition. But I'm not going to be focusing on my weight. Instead, I'm focusing on my summer bod, which is not physique-based. You see, I want to get back to paddleboarding and going on long hikes with my family this summer. And I couldn't do that after my injury last year. For me, it's a combination of getting back on track with my regular workout routine, which I've started doing since the beginning of this year, and I've had to work really slowly and intentionally to make sure my ankle can handle that extra load, and also really respecting my body. Energy in through nutrition and what I eat. So my health isn't about the number on the scale, it's about strength, energy, and feeling good in my body. And that's what I want for you. Some days you may want to move with a workout where you challenge yourself. And other sessions you may be prioritizing recovery from the workout you did the day before, or maybe simply nervous system regulation. Moving your body, moving with Pilates or other types of workouts isn't always about working harder. It's really about honoring where you are. And I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoy Trifecta Pilates classes, leave a comment down below. You just may motivate other people as well. My goal has always been to bring you Pilates that fits into your life, whether you move with me here on YouTube or within the app, helping you build strength and suppleness so you feel amazing and have the energy for the things that you love.